Midnight sun is a phenomenon where northern lands experience total sunlight for several months. The film Insomnia by Christopher Nolan revolves around a murder during such a time, which interestingly forces Nolan to use very little darkness and give interesting characterization with light. The center of the story revolves around William Donner, played by Al Pacino, Walter Finch by the late Robert Williams, and Ellie Burr by Hilary Swank. By the way, all the performances were fantastic. One interesting piece is the relationship we have as an audience to Donner. On first watch, you don't understand the blood spreading the fabric in the beginning, and in the relationship, you don't understand that Donner is a crooked cop until later, even though the first scene is him planting evidence. Even while he tries to get away with murder, or it's revealed what he's done, it's very difficult to hate him. And it's an interesting catch due to the cinematography because of the way we watch Donner. Donner is almost always in shot, or the center of the shot, or the shots are his perspective of what he sees or thinks. The shots are almost always up close, sparing a few long shots for some action or to tell the audience that this distance is far. This way, we feel like a ghost on his shoulder, following and understanding him and getting to know him. And when we get his perspective, often on shaky cam, we understand his confusion, like when he drives to the lake house, almost passing out from sleep exhaustion, or when he sees what scenes probably look like. The first person perspective is heavily used while in the fog. That really gives us, the audience, that Donner has no idea where to go or what he sees. I really like how the film set up and built the relationship between Donner and Finch, while movies with killers and cops usually play the relationship black and white. In Insomnia, the dichotomy between those two was a yin and yang relationship. Both killed what they were close to, both killed people that they were close to, and tried hiding it. And both struggled with insomnia from the midnight sun. But they were also different. While Donner struggled with the reality that he killed his partner, shown with his growing inability to sleep and becoming disheveled, an interesting detail is right before he hides the 38, he closes the curtains to his room, starting his inability to sleep and his downward desperation to hide from the light conveys to us that he is guilt-ridden without it ever really being specifically said. Fletcher, on the other hand, treats the entire affair of killing Kate as an accident, always well kept and calm until the end. They do act as foils to each other. Fletcher's purpose to Donner is teaching him that he is a dirty cop, though he does learn from the women in the movie that he is someone with a good heart in the end. Ideally, Donner's purpose would be to teach Fletcher that he's a monster, but because he ends up helping Fletcher, he reinforces Fletcher's beliefs, just as a person who makes mistakes. Another thing I found really interesting was the relationship of characters and their actions with light. The way sunlight is used is excellent, a symbol for truth and honesty, in my opinion. For Donner, at first, he's sure he didn't do it on purpose. In fact, he's quite fine with the light in the beginning, but once he kills his partner, he's sure he didn't do it on purpose, but the more he goes on, the more he thinks he might have done it, feeding into his want to cover the light in his room. Whenever Donner does a despicable deed, the sunlight is always obscured or replaced with unnatural light, like killing his partner, lying to his wife, hiding or planting evidence, like shooting the dog was done in a dark alley. Sunlight becomes Donner's enemy, keeping up because he created a web of dishonesty from what he has done in the dark or unnatural light. When Donner confesses to the hotel attendant, this becomes his first honest moment in a dark room, and a point of self-reflection. Besides that, the only honest things he's done in sunlight were in the pursuit of the case, chasing Fletcher on the logs, questioning people about the murder, helping Ellie make her last choice in the movie. Fletcher is also bothered by the light because he killed Kate in a dark room, but he comes to a quasi-truth in a psychotic manner as he admits to it, and the deed was done in a dark shack. But he is vocal that it's an accident, which does allow him to appear calm, but still unable to sleep. Ellie, the honest cop that she is, never hides from the light, because she's firm in her beliefs. Interesting enough, Ellie Burr's story can be summed up as saying, "Don't meet your heroes." With all she witnesses going on, it's because of her that Donna can see redemption for what he's done, caused by allowing Ellie to stay true to being an honest cop. His final good deed while in the sunlight. This movie was a great watch on truth and an interesting look at desperation.